Our story follows Phoebe, a woman in her late 20s battling with feelings of unease and confusion as she tries to manage adult responsibilities and expectations with various personal relationships. But the weight of it all may serve to be too much. While she retreats into her mind to reflect on the issues she can't cope with in the present, we witness the strands of her psyche unravel. This semester, I've experimented with various different techniques for recording dialogue, including ADR, a line recorder, and radio mics, in an attempt to find which techniques are best for different kinds of shoots. We've also been experimenting with soundscapes, both natural and artificial. For a dialogue-driven film, the audio fidelity is crucial to ensuring natural viewer immersion.
As I am a cinematographer, each week I've been practicing with grip equipment which I have not used before, so when we make our final film, I'll be comfortable using an array of equipment. I've also been experimenting with match cuts and dolly zooms, such as in A Hero's Journey. Whilst making our mood piece, we imitated natural sunlight coming through the window, creating low-key light and shadows on the characters' faces, thus creating a bleak and depressing feel which we want to achieve in our final film.
Throughout the semester, I've experimented with L cuts, lip syncing, colour grading, and have tried to do different types of ending credits for each weekly short. Crying scene at the end in the mood piece, I used an L cut for, and I would like to experiment more with that to try and use in our final film.
My main inspiration for style to replicate is the mystery thriller Knives Out, but not the genre, instead the visual diversity. The film shows and re-shows the same locations and characters, always with a new camera angle and frame. As our film is going to feature a lot of characters earnestly talking to each other, on-screen variety is something I'd love to replicate. Moreover, some shots feature multiple layers of action within the one frame, rewarding the viewer with more to look at if they are watching closely.
For further development and finding inspiration in editing, I have rewatched BBC's The Cry to see when and how they used match cuts and the sound used in each transition. This sound is something I would like to use in the final film when transitioning from reality to the main character's mind.
Most of my inspiration has come from the film Joker, especially in terms of the low-key lighting and the scene when he performs stand-up comedy. This set in Joker is what I will look at for reference when designing the set for the final film, and I will also place small lights on the tables in the audience to add depth to the room, whilst leaving the audience faces in darkness to show it's all in Phoebe's mind. The show Big Little Lies has inspired me to use handheld camera or a gimbal because of the subtle shake it creates, giving it a realistic feel and suggests unstableness. To inspire further development, I've also created a mood board on Pinterest which emulates the look I want to achieve.
The film is going to be dealing with many relationship issues. Some dramas explore this through dialogue, but for others, emotional insights are presented through a more creative lens. Giri Haji includes scenes of wild stylistic departure when recounting flashbacks, and even features an interpretive dance performance in its final episode. In Fleabag, the lead consistently breaks the fourth wall to allow the audience some emotional insight. The plan is for our stand-up sequences to replicate this kind of distinct stylistic concept.
For the lighting, I want it to be low-key, creating lots of shadows the more Phoebe's life spirals out of control. I want there to be a contrast in the lighting and the stand-up comedy scenes which are playing inside her mind, where the lighting of Phoebe will be high-key. For these scenes, I will shoot Phoebe closer up and from lower angles to show that she is the one in control. However, this will contrast with the scenes of her in reality, where she will be shot from high angles to show she is weak, and wide angles of her by herself to show how lonely and isolated she is becoming.
We are confident in the final product we want to make. We're creatively aligned and plan to have weekly production meetings to confirm pre-production elements on paper such as shot lists, storyboards, and shooting schedules, etc. The more technical details like casting, shooting dates and locations are still yet to be confirmed, but this will be our main focus going forwards.